Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. It is, y'all, can you believe it? We only have this and next week, and then the garden center is going to be closed for the 2025 season. It is crazy. Here we are, of course. Christmas is just knocking on the door, and it is a very brisk day here in Dallas, North Carolina, here at Creekside Nursery. So yes, you need to come out here and come see us, because we only have this week and next week before the garden center closes for the season. All shrubs are 20% off. We're going to go through them and show you some of my favorites. Absolutely can be planting right now. We are planting like crazy. I'm adding camellias and hydrangeas and all sorts of fun things to the garden. So all shrubs here at the garden center are 20% off. Also, some of you special people have gotten postcards in the mail from Creekside Nursery that you get 20% off your entire order. Now, that coupon is only good for this year, so in 2025. So when we close next Saturday, December the 20th, for the season, that coupon expires. Now, if you did not get a coupon and you're like, how do they get a coupon for 20% off your entire purchase? Well, that is because they are part of our marketing, our emails and text messages. So if you are not signed up, you need to sign up because you get special perks. So that is going on. And then, of course, we have still got some beautiful fall annuals that are 40% off. Y'all, we don't want to take these over through the winter. We want them to be in your garden so that you can have beautiful containers like this. We're going to show you the hay racks. All sorts of beautiful things. I know it's cold and I know it is dreary and nasty right now. We are going through a period of fog and rain and cold, but it's winter time. It's a season of rest. It is a good thing. Before you know it, though, spring is going to be here. We are standing here in front of the signature garden because I told Jerry, I said, I want to start here, the video in front of the signature garden, because if you look at it right now, it is, it's essentially empty, right? I mean, yes, we absolutely have structure and color through there with our shrubs and then the perennials, but you will notice that the fountain, those interior beds, they are empty. We are going to be adding over 2,000 tulip bulbs to this garden in the coming week or so, depending on weather. But before you know it, this garden is going to be bursting with color. Then looking back at the pictures from this year in the garden, and y'all, it makes my heart so happy to see all the bursting color from all the annuals, the perennials, the shrubs, the flowers, the colors, and the textures galore. Spring is going to be here before you know it. And so we are doing pre-orders for all of our plants, whether it's an annual, a perennial, or a shrub. They are on pre-order from the website. So you need to head over there to lock in those plants, and we will ship them to you in the spring of 2026 when it is appropriate for your growing zone. If you're in Michigan and you're covered in snow, we were watching the football game, like Green Bay, and then the one that was in the Buffalo game, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe how cold it is there. Y'all, we ain't sending you plants anytime soon. We will send them to you when it's appropriate for your growing zone. But for me, looking out here at the garden, it is empty. I think we'll throw up some pictures so that you can see what it did look like if you don't remember. We were talking this on Saturday, and this will be, we're going into the third season, the third summer for the signature garden. And so this hedge right here, this is a little lime punch. By far is probably, like, if it's not my number one favorite hydrangea, it's really far up there. And so we've got the little lime punches, and then we have got the sprinter boxwoods. When we designed this garden, the idea was that these plants would kiss each other. And y'all, look what they're doing. At the end of year 2, they are starting to kiss. I cannot imagine what these hydrangeas are going to look like this coming summer. It is going to be so exciting. Of course, we will go ahead and prune the boxwoods in the early spring, get them a nice shape. We're going to kind of have them in a hedge. So even in winter when it's cold and bleak, you can still have color and texture. And yes, brown is a color. So don't say, well, everything's brown. Well, brown's a color too, my friends. All right, so let's talk about the shrubs that are 20% off that are here. So any shrub at the garden center is 20% off. When you check out, we'll take care of it. You don't need to worry about it. We have got beautiful, and yes, I do say beautiful, selection of hydrangeas. Now these hydrangeas here are going to be your sun-loving hydrangeas. We have the shade-loving hydrangeas and the pines. If you are a new gardener, this may freak you out seeing this. Y'all, this is completely normal and you want this to happen. These are Incrediballs. A fantastic, massive, huge, pure white flower on Incrediballs. They're color specific. You don't have to do anything to them. I have mine in full sun, but they are on irrigation. If you don't have them on irrigation and you could give them a break in the afternoon, that would be great. These are beautiful. You can go ahead and get them in the ground now and their roots will get established and they will be very happy. We have got the Athuja. These are the Golden Globes, talking about evergreens. You get a totally different color and texture with these guys. This is a great shrub to go ahead and add to the garden for that chartreuse color. You can see how in the wintertime, they're kind of taking on a little bit of that bronzy look to them. If you love your songbirds as much as I do, shrubs like this and trees like this are very important because the birds can come in here and nest and find protection in the wintertime. So these are glorious. We have one left of the proven winners. This is the double chill. This is the, what is it? Hang on. It's the double mauve. Just chill double mauve. There we go. And so this, the camellia, and it's called Just Chill because it's one of the most cold tolerant camellias. This is going to be more upright. It is a double bloom, beautiful pink, and this loves the sun. Mine is in the full sun at the house, and y'all, she was glorious. I planted mine last year. Beautiful. So hardy in zones like 6B to 9, 5 to 8 tall, 3 to 5 wide. Of course, we love camellias because they're a great evergreen and then they flower in the fall. So this is a hybrid, but it will, it acts like a Sasanqua because it blooms in the fall. So there's one left, 20% off. Somebody come get this or I'll be forced to put it in the garden somewhere. We also have a couple of the Skinny Fit ginkgos. So Skinny Fit is a ginkgo from Proven Winners. You can see that it was kind of holding on. Of course, obviously the leaves are gone, but you get that classic ginkgo. I have gloves on, I can't grab anything. Classic ginkgo leaf on it. Skinny Fit is going to get its name because it's nice and narrow. It will fit into some small spaces. So it gives you that classic ginkgo, everything that we love about it, the color, the leaves. And it is in that kind of male variety, so you're not going to get smells and you're not going to get seedlings. So this is a very responsible shrub tree that you can plant with that Skinny Fit ginkgo in your garden. Also thinking about, like, I love, I'm going to pull a Jerry, right? I absolutely love Fire Chief. This is an arborvitae. So you've got an arborvitae right here next to this of the Golden Globe, Thuja. Let's add in, right, a beautiful, totally different texture, green. You've got the Steady As She Goes shrub. So if you're looking for an evergreen landscape that still gives you interest, that gives you flowers and gives you fragrance, this is a great one to do. If you wanted another height in this, I see right behind Jerry, is the Stellar Ruby Magnolia. So that would be a great one to add as well. So I'm going to grab it right quick. So let's just throw this together so that you can see this. So Stellar Ruby Magnolia is a banana tree, a banana shrub, and it will be like either a large shrub or a small tree. I like to think of it as a small tree. It is evergreen. It will do these beautiful ruby red flowers that smell like ripe bananas when they are in flower. And so you put all this together and you have got a full sun evergreen landscape that gives you different colors throughout the season, gives you flowers, gives you fragrance. It is fantastic, right? So there you go. If you wanted to throw in some butterfly bushes, we have those as well. If you wanted something, if you didn't care if it was a little bit deciduous, we have got these beautiful weigelas. These are the wine and roses, and they are holding on to their leaves really well. So the weigela is going to be a deciduous shrub, but the wine and roses, as you can see, has that near black foliage. We'll do these beautiful raspberry red flowers in the spring. It is going to be 4 to 5 tall and wide. It does need at least 6 hours of sun so that it keeps that nice, beautiful black color. So tons of options for you as far as your landscape. If you don't know what you want to do, come see us. Bring pictures of your space, bring measurements, because that way if we put in a sunshine ligustrum and we recommend it to you, we want to know that it definitely has enough room and that you get enough sun in that flower bed that you add your sunshine ligustrum to keep that beautiful color. And these are evergreen. So even in the wintertime, you're going to keep this really beautiful, bright color. So loads of options on that as well. We had a sweet friend, customer came over on Saturday. He was, I don't know what was going on. I didn't ask the details. Jerry handled it. But evidently there was something going on between him and the neighbor and he needed some privacy, right? So he came out, we got him hooked up with a beautiful selection of evergreen shrubs that would give him instant privacy between he and his neighbor. So they actually went with the Chindo viburnums and then the Goshiki osmanthus. If they had wanted or had the space to have something with flowers, the Rose of Sharon's would have been a great option to add in the back, because like we've got the Parpaloo pink ink, we have got white pillar, this is white pillar right here. Your Rose of Sharon, they grow fast, they love the sun, they flower. Once they start flowering, they are gorgeous and they don't stop. So to have, imagine like if you had the white pillar, because this one gets to be 10 to 16 tall, 2 to 3 wide. So imagine having this beautiful Rose of Sharon come up behind the Chindo viburnums with a totally different color of green and those pure white flowers would be a great option for you. So there you go. We've also got this star jasmine. This is a beautiful vine, because people will ask if we have vines. If you've got an arbor, if you've got a trellis, maybe you're going to order an arbor or a trellis like from H. Potter. I mean, I've been talking about H. Potter. If you order that and you want something to grow on it that is an evergreen vine, then this star jasmine is a great one. Y'all, we had these in the spring and they were in full bloom. We could not keep them in stock. We had some that we had pre-sold and people were trying to buy the ones that were already sold to other customers, because they put on these abundant little small star white flowers that smell divine. So we have got a beautiful selection of them, and they are evergreen. So it's not like a clematis that's going to go deciduous. You've got lots of color year round on that. And then, like I said, the fragrance is heavenly. Other evergreen options for you, loropetalums. This is like the shrub of the South, I'm telling you. So whether you want the what is this? Cerise Charm, which is the dark one. And then we've got, of course, the Proven Winners one. This is going to be the variegated on that. These are beautiful, evergreen, loads of color. Go ahead and put the golden Hugendorns in front of them, right? So you've got, again, this is a soft touch holly, and so it is nice and soft, but it gets that bright color to it, all evergreen. And then for some fun pops of color, look how well the spireas are holding on to their foliage. So this is the double play candy corn. Gets its great name because of all of those beautiful colors on it. It does flower. So not only is it pretty right now here in December, And y'all, all of these shrubs have been outside the entire time. We have not protected these, so this is what they would naturally look like in your landscape. So you've got candy corn right here, and then you have got the double play doozy over here. Totally different look to them. Nice kind of more of a dark maroon with that orange in there. These are going to be in that 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. They will eventually lose their leaves, but it's great because you want to prune these one time a year. You're going to prune them hard, and then they're going to get flower. You have got, of course, what Jerry was just showing you is those new gen boxwoods. This is the Independence, which tends to be a slower grower. It'll be what, a 3x3 in 15 years, 10 years, something like that. Is that what we said? Yeah. So if you're looking for a slow growing shade, sun, deer resistant, you got it. And then of course, this is one that I am absolutely in love with. This is the Gatsby Glow Ball Oak Leaf Hydrangea. Gorgeous color on this, and it is petite for an oak leaf hydrangea in that 3 to 4 foot range. So azaleas, we've got those. We've got the strong box. We've still got some of the berry poppins. Like, there are tons of options for you, of course, with the Distilliums. Love this as an evergreen option for you. We do have lots of the fall annuals still in the greenhouse that are 40% off. Want to give you an update though on the hay racks. So a couple of weeks ago, Jerry installed these, and then Cece and I came through and planted them. So these are 55-inch hay racks. Order them from our friends at Kinsman Garden Company. The same one that I have off of our kitchen in the shade garden, and we planted them up with an assortment of fall annuals. We have these annuals in the greenhouse, so you can come and do them. Now, do we have the exact same ones? No, because we had to shop it. But there, you can take this idea and create your own. So we've got this one, and then we have got the ones that have the white kale and the mustard, ivy, pansies. We try to show you a whole different way of doing them, and they have done great. I mean, like I said, they've been out here in 24, 23, I don't know what it was, what the coldest was, and they've done well. In fact, because they do get hit with the irrigation, so the irrigation will come on and it will actually ice over. So they have been iced over multiple times and they still look great. So that's fantastic, and so very exciting. Talking about, if you were looking for some great ideas, Jerry was sharing this with you the other week about this great idea for using these evergreens, right? So all of these shrubs up here are evergreens, and you absolutely can mix and match to create beautiful color and texture in your garden, whether it's going to be up against your house or it's going to be out in a bed. Maybe you're trying to create that privacy between you and your neighbor, like a living fence type situation. All of these would be great. A lot of these are deer resistant, so you get options with that. But just tons of different options. You're going to get height, you're going to get color, you name it. The world is your oyster over here on that. And then we still have, let's see, you want to go out to the pines for our shade people?
There might be some left.
He says there might be some left. I know there's hydrangeas over there because it is, as a southern gardener, I try to encourage folks to plant their hydrangeas in the cooler months as opposed to the warmer months. I know we naturally probably want to plant hydrangeas when they're beautiful and they're blooming, but that really is not the optimal time to plant them, because that means it's hot and it's humid, and a lot of times they will struggle in our southern climate. So we have got a frisky German Shepherd, first of all, but we have got a nice assortment of, these are going to be more of your shade loving hydrangeas, okay? So what that means is either they get some morning sun, maximum I would say like 5 hours of morning sun, and then they get a break in the afternoon, or they get filtered sun all day long. So you've got tiny tough stuff right here, and you can see all of that foliage has been fried and it's going to be falling off. completely normal. So Tiny Tough Stuff is very small, in that like 1.5 to 2 foot. You've got Wee Bit Giddy and you've got Wee Bit Grumpy. Love these names. These are going to be more of that macrophylla type hydrangea. Very, very vibrant colors on this. I planted a flower bed with the Wee Bit Giddies. They were stunning because they were in bloom. They actually survived the summer really well, but these are going to be in that like 2.5 foot tall kind of size. Beautiful, vibrant. They're going to be pH dependent, so it can be pink or that bluish purple based off of your soil's pH. Then we've got the Fairy Trails. We've got Fairy Trail Green, and we've got Fairy Trail Bride. We've got some of the Invincible Sublimes. We've got Invincible Ruby. We've got Invincible Wee White. Lots of options for you as far as your shade garden. And then, like we were talking about, our friend and customer who came to us on Saturday for that privacy screen between he and his neighbor, this is what we got. So these are the Chindo viburnums. Chindos do really well in kind of that weird sun situation where there is going to be like filtered sun, morning sun. They really are super adaptable, fast growers, and do really well. 20% off, my friends. 20% off. We have got a couple of camellias, a handful of camellias left over for you. We have got some of the sarcococcas. This is the Sweet and Low. So those are all 20% off, so you can come grab those. These are the camellias, the acubas, and then we have one Daphne, and the Daphne is blooming. So if you are in the market for a Daphne, we have got it. It is the Perfume Princess, and so you can come grab that Daphne. But my folks who are faithful viewers and watchers of Creekside, y'all look at these tables. Look how they're empty. All those hostas and those ferns, they are gone. Like, look at, we have got empty space. So do you know what that means? Everybody look at me. That means Jenny gets to order lots more hostas for the spring. Isn't that exciting? It's so exciting. So y'all treated me well, and you came and you bought the hostas, so Jerry couldn't fuss at me for having too many hostas. And so we do still have some hostas available, but we do have lots of empty tables, which for us at this time of the year is a glorious thing to see. So now we just need to have empty shrub lots. So y'all come out, 20% off. If you have that coupon, bring your coupon, because that's 20% off your entire order. It expires when we close on December the 20th. And of course, pre-orders. And yeah, anything else? That is it. Okay, so Jerry's poor little hands are probably frozen because he's been holding on to the camera and he doesn't have on gloves. I do. And so we are going to go get nice and back warm in the house. Y'all stay warm. Y'all have fun. Hey, one more thing before I forget. If you have an account with us on the website, so you have an account when you make a purchase, right? And you can sign up for the emails and everything. We have wish list on there, so within your account, you can go in. You don't have to be placing an order yet. Maybe you're thinking about it. Christmas is coming up, so you can create a wish list within your account and then share it with people, and then they can buy those plants for you. So we'll try to do like a little screen thing for you so you can see that if you're not familiar with it. But that is a great handy tool in your account on the gardeningwithcreekside.com website underneath your account. Make your wish list and then share it. Yes, for Christmas. I love it. All right, y'all stay warm, stay happy, keep your peace. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.